Nelson Chamisa vs. Emerson Mnangagwa Unity Day speech. Hello and welcome to Culliant TV. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell for more news and updates like this. Let me start with what Mnangagwa say. Under the Second Republic, there is no room for antagonistic and divisive differences, which breed hatred and disharmony, President Mnangagwa has said. In his address to commemorate the 38th Unity Day anniversary, which is marked today, the president said no attempt to divide Zimbabwe will ever succeed, as the country's national unity is sacred. This is the individual and collective pledge we must all make on this important day, across every community within our borders. Our national unity is sacred. This day must see us all recommit ourselves to guarding, preserving and promoting this critical pillar of our nationhood. At no time should we allow our personalities to be instruments of division. Let us always patriotically defend our country as well as national image, identity, and the character of being united, peaceful and hard-working people, he said. The historic Unity Accord was signed by the country's visionary liberation luminaries and founding fathers, the late national heroes, former President Robert Gabriel Mugabe and Vice President CDE Joshua Mkabuko Komu, on December 22, 1987. President Mnangagwa said the accord ushered in national unity, which remains a critical building block towards the durable peace, progress and development of Zimbabwe. This day remains forever etched in the rich history and heritage of our beloved motherland, Zimbabwe. Inspired by the spirit of that accord, we are all working together as one indivisible nation, towards a prosperous, upper-middle income society for the benefit of both current and future generations, said the president. He said that through unity and love, Zimbabwe continued to overcome various obstacles, including the albatross of Western-imposed unilateral coercive measures. Therefore, no amount of pressure, falsehoods and vilification of our country will derail the evident people-centered development trajectory, said the president. Zimbabwe, said President Mnangagwa, was a unitary state with many cultures, languages and tribes, which made the country a uniquely diverse society, united under one flag and one national anthem. State Media. Chamisa's Unity Day message. Today, division runs deep in politics, business, families, and even the church. Hate and disunity do not build nations. They destroy them. Division now poisons our politics, our institutions, our families, and even our churches. For too long, we have allowed hatred, intolerance, and division to define us. For far too long, we have sown seeds of hatred, intolerance, unforgiveness, violence, discord, and division in our country. The result is a society deeply fractured, politically, economically, within families, and even within the church. Hate, division, and disunity do not build nations. They destroy them. The negative energy we waste fighting one another, pulling each other down, and plotting against each other could instead be redirected toward productive solutions and meaningful collaboration. Too often we are quick to blame others, yet we fail to recognize that, in many ways, we have become our own greatest enemy. Today, we must choose a different path. We choose unity over division, cooperation over conflict, and responsibility over blame. By redirecting our energy toward dialogue, solutions, and collective action, we believe healing is possible, and progress can be achieved, for our nation and for generations to come. We must revisit our omissions and reverse our wrong actions. We must acknowledge our mistakes, remedy our errors, right our wrongs, and learn from our failures. Unity is a critical foundational pillar for the perpetuation and advancement of a strong nation. But today, Zimbabwe, like many others in years before, celebrates Unity Day in a deeply divided nation. Decades-old grievances, like Gukurahundi, remain unresolved. Political parties are marred by intolerance, violence, and internal power struggles. And opposition voices continue to face repression and parliamentary weaknesses. Socio-economic inequalities are widening, with rising poverty and unemployment increasing the gap between rich and poor, while migration and brain drain weaken institutions. Electoral disputes and unresolved historical issues further fracture society, leaving our nation painfully divided, politically, socially, and economically, far from the unity and reconciliation it was meant to achieve. This is a clear indication of the abdication of duty by those entrusted with leadership. Instead of addressing the root causes of our divisions, leaders have often prioritized personal gain, political survival, and partisan point scoring. Institutions meant to uphold justice, fairness, and accountability have been weakened or co-opted, allowing corruption, nepotism, and illegitimate processes to take hold. Promises of reconciliation, equitable development, and social cohesion have largely gone unfulfilled, leaving citizens disillusioned and the nation fragmented. Call to action. Restore majority rule and respect the popular will. Disputed elections, contested national processes, and illegal attempts to change rules or extend disputed terms must be stopped. Zimbabwe must honor and respect the voice of its citizens, doing away with contested and discredited national processes and outcomes. Resolving this foundational issue is critical for addressing the nation's deeper challenges. Forge a new national consensus. Zimbabweans must find each other and walk in unity, celebrating their unity in diversity. We must build a shared vision that unites all Zimbabweans under a common trajectory, the Zimbabwe we desire, the Zimbabwe we want, and the Zimbabwe we demand. This new conversation must be inclusive, forward-looking, and centered on collective aspirations rather than partisan interests. Pursue a genuine political settlement. Beyond dialogue and vision, there must be an agreement on a political settlement that ensures fairness, accountability, and stability. True unity requires not only understanding but concrete mechanisms to resolve disputes and foster national cohesion. God bless you. God bless Zimbabwe. God is in it.